Tesor. I am CEO and CMO of No Words.
Hi, I'm Josie Perez and I'm COO.
Hello, I'm Jesus Odolenko and I'm CDO.
And sadly, Erin could not be joining us.
Our pain statement is that not enough victims of abuse are able to easily get help. Most of these victims commit suicide instead of asking for help. With these necklaces, we can change it. Our product offering is that our product is valuable because we are giving people the opportunity to reach out for help. They're being abused. With the surveys, most of the people will use secret help. According to the survey, the button signal is a good idea. We think it should be $15.
Our target market are for people who want to help someone who think are being abused, because this product is meant for people who have a heart to try to help others when they can't say much for themselves.
So our competition is Not Okay app because, Not Okay app. This is a quick way to alert family and friends when you need help, either physically or emotionally. This is our competition because it is also giving people an opportunity to reach out for help. Our consumer research, we asked people if they would use this product, and
And a good majority said that they would use it, and some may have said maybe.
and we also asked them if they think that putting a signal is a good idea, and 88.9% said that it was, and 11.1% said that it wasn't.
Our cost of goods with one chain would be $8.99. Then per unit would be 17 cents. Ours with the stainless steel small thing that we have, it's a little amulet basically that you screw on to put paper in is what our first idea was, but instead we are changing it to put a button right now. But we're just working with the tiny bit of it, so that's $9.99, and our total cost would be $10.60. Our selling price would be $15, and each one costs $10.16. Profit would be $4.85. With our financial unit, our goal is to sell 25 before and after, maybe a total of 50. Revenue price of 15, adding, I believe, is $375. COGS, $10.16. For that would be $254, and total profit would be $121. Our financial ask, as we know, is a little bit over what is given to us, but we ask for $508 to start our business. Startup costs are none because we don't need any et ceteras. Our total costs are the same, and with that money, we will guarantee $750 in revenue, and our even break is selling 34 units. Thank you for taking the time to listen. We may now take questions.
Okay. I have a question about the product, maybe Josephine. Is it something that can be worn by anybody, or is it targeted specifically to like a certain group of people, do you think?
It's for everyone.
I got a question. Good presentation. I think I'm missing a little bit of piece where having the bracelet and how is that helping the victims who are being affected, I guess.
With the jewelry, most people are afraid to come forward when they want help with abuse. Most people are scared if something would happen and found out with their abuser finding out. Most people do not, if you're being abused, you're being watched all the time. And sometimes it's hard to get access to a phone to call for help, and sometimes there's just no way out. So with the jewelry, we are thinking of finding a secret way to give it to the victim so they could give it back so someone could call help for them without the abuser knowing.
I think that's a really good explanation. And when you go to the final round, if you kind of put that first and then kind of help investors kind of join in emotionally a little bit, that will really help you with the presentation.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was a great presentation. I too was a little confused as to the mechanism by which the product works. I think that would help out a lot. In terms of your investment request, is there a particular reason why you decided to request your full amount to build all of the units instead of maybe saying, give us half the money, we'll get to the first event, and we'll use some profits to pay for product for the second event?
If I'm being honest, I do not know why, but
It's tough because your CFO isn't here.
Yes, it is. I do not know why, but that is what it came down to for our financial aspects of what our goal was to sell.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
I have a question about your market research. I don't know if I missed it while I was trying to figure out how to perform, but how many people and who did you guys sample when you were doing your market research?
It was 15 people.
And was it just friends and family, or?
Yes, we questioned some family, but we questioned some friends as well.
Any other questions?
I think we're good. Thank you very much.
Great, thanks guys. All right, one down. Notifications on my computer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in between the presentations, there will be like a quick blurb about an upcoming event or a little bit of trivia. So the judges are going to keep scoring, give you some helpful feedback. We're going to do this and then we'll call the next one up. Each question that I ask is worth 5 build bucks. There could only be one winner because each build buck is worth $5. I will call on the first hand that I see. You should raise your hand silently in order to be able to answer. I love that people are practicing. And if you answer incorrectly, you owe 5 build bucks to Brandon and Kylie. Just kidding.
No.
Nobody left? Oh, okay, well, you're gonna get these tonight.
Yo, we're really being entrepreneurs, we're already in debt.
Oh my God. Reminder that you are currently entrepreneurs in a professional setting, and so your chatter needs to stay at a super minimal, right, so we can stay on time. First question, a blank is someone who lends the money to start a small business because they have an interest in seeing that business succeed. An investor. I'll give you one more if you know the other word for it. Does anybody else, what's another word for investor?
A loaner.
A loaner, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. No. A venture capitalist. A VC.
That's what we don't know because we don't know there's a word.
Well, that's all right. You're learning it now. A venture capitalist capitalist, a VC, very common word here in the Silicon Valley where there are lots of venture capitalists. Okay, this question is going directly, it's a question for just the CEOs in the room. Your team has experienced some conflicts recently. What Spark skill will you encourage your team members to use?
Problem solving,
Why?
so that we can, like, I don't know how to say it, but you know, there you go.
So you're gonna resolve problems. Cool. Anthony, another one?
Grit,
Why?
so you can keep going, solve the problem.
Nice. So you use grit in order to do the problem solving. I like it. Problem solving, self-management. Grit does too. Communication, collaboration, self-management. They're all important. What is the definition of a break-even point?
I don't know.
When the money that you spend to get your products and the money that you earn from, so break-even point is when you start getting your profit.
Yeah, exactly. So the moment where you have enough revenue to pay back your loan and then you start making profit. Well done. All right, are we ready for presentation number 2? I need the Luffy soap to come on up. Who wants the clicker? Come on.
You can do it. Oh, I got a sample. Hi. Hi.
All right, builders, if you're in the audience, please stop talking.
We are the Luffy soap.
Hi, my name is Anthony and I'm the CEO. My name is Eddie Opela and I'm the CMO. We don't have Jose Castañeda or Lupita Guzman. They went out of here, they went out of state.
Yeah.
I'm Luis Noguez and I'm CFO.
And my name is Isis and I'm COO. Are you sick of having soap scum on your walls from bar soap or having your bar soap get dirty? Luffy soap solves both problems.
Oh, so our product offering is the Luffy soap. It's a handmade loofah in which a soap is stored inside. This means the soap is protected, leaving the soap free of any scum or getting the soap dirty. The manufacturing process is a loofah that's usually like in the messy ball form, and we untie the string that's connecting all those tissues and stuff like that. And afterwards, it's folded into itself and turned into a ball-like shape with a hole where the soap can occupy, and the rest of the loofah is then tied up, leaving the soap secure and ready to use. Our primary target market are men and women of ages 18 and older, and our secondary target market are boys and girls ages 13 to 17. Our main competitors are Eco-Friendly Mesh Bag, Aqua Essentials Mesh Puff Bath Sponge, and Loofah Bath and Shower Sponge. Their loofahs go upwards of prices from $7 up to $10, with most of the problems being small-sized loofahs, scratchy materials used, or bad packaging. Our competitive advantage is we offer higher quality and higher quality control. We offer convenience and a lower price. So our consumer research, we surveyed a total of 20 high schoolers here, and the question that we asked was, what was the most we were willing to pay for our product? And we got a different variety of answers, but the majority was $6. But we didn't really want to sell it for that much because we also wanted to compete with the other prices, so we were selling it at $5. The second question we asked was if you use a loofah at home. And of the 20 people, 16 people said yes that they do. So our business mission and values is our mission is to help customers stay clean and stay sanitary. And our values are fun in the product we make, collaboration in how we approach our work, and quality in the product we make. Now we're going to talk about cost of goods. So one of our loofahs
well, actually, 4 of them actually cost $7.84, and to use one, the cost would be $1.88. For a bar of soap that we bought is going to be 84 cents. That cost up to our COGS, that would be $2.28. Startup costs, we didn't get a startup cost because we used scissors that we got that we already had, so that was a good advantage for us. Also, our units sold were 50. We also had our revenue, which was 250. Our COGS was 136, and luckily we had no startup cost, so we didn't have to subtract that. And now our profit would be about 114. Our financial ask would be 140. I know it's like over the COGS, which our COGS was 136, but we wouldn't use the extra money to see, well, it's more for like an emergency reason, but we're already gonna have the money that we need to pay back since we're already gonna have $250 over the few couple of months.
Thank you for your time. We will now take questions.
I got 2 questions. I might have missed this, or maybe I just don't know, but what exactly is loofah?
So a loofah is like a bath sponge that you use in a bath to like really get in, like to get clean and stuff. So this is basically what it is. So we use
It's
it
a
in
little
like
puffy thing.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, that one, the soap isn't, it's not always.
no.
So the soap gets in.
So we provide soap, but with the money we make, potentially we'll make our own soap and sell that as like a side thing, like as a refillable. Like they'll come with ones that are just a base model of the loofah, but then there are packages that'll come with the loofah and soap inside.
And then I think I was also curious why, when you did the market research, why you asked the high school students when your target market group is adults over 18. Curious to know what the thought process.
Go ahead. Can we go back to target markets?
Sure.
So we also had a secondary target market that was for boys and girls that was 13 and 17. Mostly this high school is from 14 and older. So we can kind of ask those people and get information out of them. Since mostly we weren't allowed to leave school, which is kind of our problems too, and kind of our fault too for not asking over like our breaks and stuff like that. But we were allowed to ask people who were also in our classes for our secondary target market that was 13 to 17.
So I have more of a comment. I love that you use competitive advantage. That's such a real thing right now. Like if your product isn't going to work, you have to be able to justify why, and your research really, it was really clear why your product would sell. So I think that was really important. And my only question is, do you think this is a product that people will actually buy?
Yes, because my mom buys loofahs for $7.
I had a very similar question, and you just answered it, but I thought it was a great presentation. I thought you guys have done a good job of answering some pretty tough questions as well.
Yeah, so I particularly liked everybody was really clear in your speaking, so there wasn't a quiet one in the bunch, so nice work on that. But I'd recommend if you get a similar question about, why did you survey those people when your target market was these people, that sort of thing. There's 2 different ways I think you could solve for that. One, you could say, well, 13 to 17-year-olds grow up to be 18-plus-year-olds, so we're checking the market that's going to be the future as well. And the alternative is you could add a question to your survey that you do between now and VPC to ask those same students, do you think your parents would use this type of product? And then you're covering your target market as well.
Future generation.
Exactly. But really nice job. And, yeah, I think it's a great idea. I was gonna ask if you could customize the soap, since you were pricing out Irish Spring in there, but it sounds like we're not held by any soap.
The soap that we like potentially will make and eventually will make, comes in, like, we're gonna make it in a variety of different scents, and the loofah doesn't just come in that color green. We can mix and match it to, like, we can make multiple different colors ranging from, like, any color in the rainbow.
How do you think you would decide what colors and scents to make?
We'll probably do another survey of like what smells people would like the most.
Great,
Thank you, that's all the time we have.
thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the next event that you have as a Build Entrepreneur is a spring selling event. This will happen in about 1 to 2 months, right? It happens before the VPC. But you have to have time to manufacture your goods, to get the loan, to make sure your products are functioning. This event will happen at your schools. You'll set up tables that are kind of like booths and have a selling event that is similar to a science type fair. You'll have a different kind of judges for that event. For Showcase 1, this showcase, and then the VPC, you have judges that sit in front of you like this. At that one, there will be secret shoppers. So you won't know who they are, but people will come to your table, they'll have you do your sales pitch, and then they'll leave and like put on their phone how they think you did. And so that's how winners are selected there. Get stoked, get excited. It's a fun event. It's a lot different than these events because you prepare in a different way, and then you're interacting with people throughout the time. Next set of trivia. So a company that has a similar product as yours is called a
Competitor.
competitor. A model or example of your product is called a what in business?
Prototype.
Yes, a prototype. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for presentation number 3? That's not us. Could I have the DCP Shoe Cleaner crew come on up?
We're good to come past us here.
Hi. Oh, you're here.
Hi, nice to meet you.